Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lokee Yoga Studio. Today's practice is going to be focused on bringing relief to the low back. So if you experience any lower back pain, any low back tension, this practice is perfect for you. Go ahead and grab a yummy drink. I have my liquid death today. Find someplace quiet to practice. We're going to begin laying down on our mat, fully reclined, bending at the knees. You can bring your hands to your belly or down by your side and take a moment to connect to your breath. Arrive to your mat with the mind and the body. Bring awareness into your low back and notice how you feel. You can take the opportunity to set an intention here if you'd like to start practice. Deepening your breath, feeling it move around the body, and feel your body move around your breath. Begin to bring movement by extending the legs out long and then bending them again. Use your exhale to extend the legs out long. Inhale, bend at the knees. Exhale, extend the legs out long. You can wiggle out the toes. And bring the feet back in. Extend the legs out long. Full exhale. Inhale, bring the legs back in. One more. Move with your breath. Reach the arms overhead, stretching through the fingertips. Begin to take deep belly breaths. Bring the hands out by the sides, press down through the palms, and bend the knees. Close the gap between your low back and your mat, and then extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Can roll out the ankles clockwise and counterclockwise, stretching out the toes. Bringing movement to the feet. We're going to wake up the core, so lift the shoulders and the head and reach towards the front of the mat. Gently lower back down. Lifting and reach towards the front of the mat. Keep the legs up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reach towards the front of the mat. Hold. And lower back down. This time, reach up towards the toes, lifting the head and shoulders off the mat. And you can hold right there, breathing, or I began to pulse. I did 10 pulses here, moving with your breath, feeling the core start to wake up, maybe even burn a little bit, and relax back down to the mat. Bring the hands to the knees. Gently start to rock the hips side to side, back and forth. Massaging out the low back and the muscles around the spine. Breathing deep in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Feet come back down to the mat. From here, extend the legs up and start to rock back and forth. We're going to build some momentum here, do a couple rock and rolls, and then come all the way up to seated for upper wind removing. Wrap the arms around the shins, sit up tall. Take a deep breath in, expand the belly. Exhale, squeeze the knees in close. One more inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, squeeze the knees in a little bit closer. Release the grip. Meet in tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, and we'll bring the knees underneath the hips. Strong spine. On an exhale, press the hips back for child's pose. Soften into your heels here. Release the low back. Deepen your breath. Allow the arms to get heavy on the mat. Meeting back in tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Bring some movement into your down dog. Take time building this pose. Hands are shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers out wide. Feet are hip width apart. Heels behind your second and your third toes. Bend the knees as much as you need to straighten the spine. Lift the hips high. Shake the head, yes, no. Arms are strong and straight. As you continue your yoga practice, a downward dog will become a resting pose for you. Slowly start to walk the feet up towards the hands, meeting in forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees as much as you need. Let the head hang heavy. Grab opposite elbows, ragdoll. Sway side to side if you'd like. Bring the hands to heart center. Slowly round up. Take your time. We're going to meet in mountain pose. Bring the feet hip width apart, heels behind your second and your third toes. Ground down through the four corners of your feet. Keep your toes light on the mat. Put a slight bend in your knees so you don't lock them out. Engage the quadriceps, tuck the tailbone. Lift the belly button up towards the ribs and knit the ribs down towards the belly button. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding forward. Step the right foot back. Find your lunge. Gently lower the right knee down. Left knee is directly over the left ankle. Roll the shoulders back and down and press your heart forward. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms high, reaching through the fingertips. Both legs are strong and active, lifting the upper body up. Frame the left foot, step back to a down dog. Take your time. On your inhale, flow forward, high push-up. Lower the knees down. Exhale, bend at the elbows and lower all the way down. Bring your chin to the mat. And then untuck the toes. We'll bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Lift the heart. Baby Cobra. Bhujangasana. Forehead comes back down to the mat. Inhale, press up to a tabletop. Exhale, hips to heels, forehead to mat. Child's pose. Notice the difference between this child's pose and the first one that you did. You may feel a little bit more warmed up. Coming back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Stay here or bend the knee, pointing the right toe, coming into scorpion. You can open the hip up. Arms are strong and straight. Remember to breathe. We'll re-extend the leg and meet in lunge. Lower the left knee down. Squaring off your hips. Breathing deep as you hold your lunge. Step the left foot forward. Meet in forward fold. Head hangs heavy. I took a grip behind my ankles here, but it's just an option. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, find a long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, step the left foot back. Gently lower the left knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, arms sweep high. Focus on lifting the heart up towards the ceiling and reaching through the fingertips. Frame the right foot again. Step back, downward facing dog. One cycle of breath. As you inhale, flow forward and gently lower the knees down. Exhale, bend at the elbows, bring the chin and chest to the mat, coming all the way down. Hands under shoulders, inhale, lift the heart. This time, lift the hands off of the mat and lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, press up. Big toes together, knees apart for a wide leg child's pose. Allow your belly to fall through. Keep the arms extended out long or stack the fists, resting the forehead on your fists. Feel the spine rise and fall as you breathe. Relaxing the hips, softening the shoulders, finding your breath again. Slowly meet back in tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. Exhale, left foot, left thumb. Lunge. Square your hips off to the front. Eyes right in front of the big toe so you can lengthen out the neck. Inhale, step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale and fold. Rotate the palms away. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, mountain pose. Holding mountain pose strong for a few breaths. Engaging the low core to support your low back. Bring the hands to the low back, spread the fingers out wide, and then as you inhale, lift your heart for a gentle back bend. Exhale, hug the elbows in towards each other. Open up the front line of the body for one more breath. And release, coming back to mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward. Grab opposite elbows. Begin to sway side to side for ragdoll, bringing relief to the low back. Bring the hands flat on the mat, bend the knees as much as you need to step back into down dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, bring the right foot to the right thumb for lizard. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Take your time here and don't force anything. And you can hold here, or I took the variation of letting my hip open up a little bit. Try and keep your feet flat on the mat if you do this. You can keep the arms strong and straight, or you can lower down onto a block or onto your forearms. Focus on the breath. Frame the right foot again. Exhale, straighten the right leg for a half split. Adjust as you need. Even out the weight on the left and the right side. Stay there as long as you'd like, or fold forward. Forehead coming closer to the shin. And we'll meet back in lunge. Step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. And I added a scorpion here because I forgot to. So get it in on the left side if you'd like. This is just an option here to open up that hip. Left foot to the left thumb for lizard on this side. Bring the left hand on the inside of the left foot. And you can stay right here. This is the pose. Or take a variation, maybe open the hip up. I don't have any blocks here today, but you can always use a block to place your hands on. I like to lower down to my forearms. Wherever you can breathe deeply. And we'll slowly straighten out the left leg, adjusting the hips so the weight is equal on the left and the right side. Always keep a soft bend in the knee. Use your inhale to lengthen the spine and use your exhale to fold forward. Keeping the breath long and deep. We'll meet back in lunge. Step back, down dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, flow forward. Lower the knees down. Exhale, chin and chest to mat. And we'll come all the way down. Untuck the toes. Bring the hands out by the sides, palms facing down. chin to the mat. As you inhale, lift the heart off of the mat and walk the fingers towards the knees. Stay right here or lift your feet off of the mat, stretching through the toes, keeping the heart higher than the feet. Another variation to interlace the fingers behind the low back and press through the knuckles, lifting the heart even higher. Do what you can today. Gently lower back down, hands underneath the shoulders. Press up, and we're going to come right into a seated forward fold for a counter pose. Stretch the legs out long in front, adjust from side to side. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward. Any grip that you'd like. Wiggle out your toes or pedal the knees for movement if you need it here. I had a fly join me in my forward fold today, so I was a little bit distracted. But as much as you can, soften into your pose. Notice where the breath is at. Notice where the mind is at. And continue to follow your breath. As you inhale, reach high. Use your whole inhale. Exhale, lower down all the way. Take your time. Fully reclined on the mat. Bend the knees. Take a moment to flatten the back on the mat here. Bring the arms out into a T, palms face down. Gently drop the knees to the left, bringing them back to center. Gently drop to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Keep going a couple more times. Use your own breath. Supine pigeon. Right foot comes on top of the left knee. And I like to gently press into the tops of my thighs. Maybe massage out the hips a bit. Then interlace the fingers behind the left knee and hug the knee in close. Maybe rolling out the ankles. Keep the full length of your spine on the mat. And to deepen, you can gently press the right elbow into the right knee. The neck is long. Shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Gently release. Other side, left foot comes over the right knee. You can massage out the low back, bring some movement here. And then interlace the fingers behind the right knee and begin to pull the knee in towards the chest. At the same time, pressing the low back into your mat. Feel the hip opener and gently release. Bring the feet as close to your hips as you can. Then bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open. Recline gentle pose or Supta Vajrasana. Closing the